I saw this video trend floating around recently and I thought it was such a good idea, so I wanted to make one for myself. So in today's video, I want to go over the things that I would immediately want to rebuy if I lost my entire wardrobe. I think this is such a good exercise because it caused me to really reflect on my personal style and dive into the pieces that are non-negotiables. So there are things that are nice to have because they kind of change up your look and they're a little bit more fun. But when it really comes down to your foundation, the pieces that you think of as needing to immediately replace are a really great place to start. And usually the foundation for some of my personal favorite outfits. So let's get started. So the first thing that I would need to immediately replace if I lost my entire wardrobe would be a pair of slim, high-waisted black pants. For me, black pants are something that I wear constantly, and I have a couple variations of this style, maybe longer. I've got some wider legs, some with pleats, but the general consensus is that I tend to wear black pants more than pretty much everything else in my wardrobe, and if I could wear them all year long, I definitely would. So for me, and something that's going to give the ultimate versatility, I like them to be high-waisted and a little bit slimmer. So kind of like a cigarette style, a little bit like a traditional pant, but also slightly cropped. That gives me a lot of flexibility with my shoes. I can then wear different socks or let my ankles out. I can dress them up, I can dress them down. I don't have to worry about them getting dirty or in inclement weather, anything like that. So for me, high-waisted, slim, black, absolutely essential. The next thing I would immediately rebuy is a black boat neck top. I think these are so chic, they're really, really effortless, and they're really versatile because if you change up your jewelry and what you're wearing it with, they can feel really, really classic and timeless or a little bit more current, and then also dressy and casual. It's something that I've really been loving in my own style. And then the next thing that I would need is a pair of shoes. And so for me, this would definitely be ankle boots. I love ankle boots and I wear them pretty much all year long. There's like a month or two in the dead of summer where I live now that it's just impossible. They're way, way, way too hot and just a little bit too claustrophobic on my feet, but the vast majority of the year, it's what I love. And so I would go for something really simple if I needed to completely restart because I find that to be really flexible. You don't want anything in my experience that has too much going on because that kind of limits what you can wear it with. And the great part of a black ankle boot is that you can kind of mix and match it, and it serves as a really great foundation. So keeping it really slim with a really small heel, something super walkable and comfortable, and then a toe that you really love, and in my case that would be something a little bit more rounded or like an almond toe. That goes so well with everything, and I can wear that with pants, I can wear that with skirts, I can wear it with shorts, and so many other things in my closet. Next is a simple black skirt, and for me and my personal style and the versatility element that I'm looking for, this is perfect when it's about an A-line style and then also on the shorter side. I love this because I can wear it with tights when it's cold, and then I can also wear it with bare legs when it's warm, and it suits everything perfectly. I can also mix and match it, dress it up, dress it down. It doesn't feel too formal, but I can make it feel dressy if I need to. Next would be a pair of flats or maybe a small delicate pump, but something that I can dress up or down. And I talked about this in my recent shoe video where I went over my essential shoes, but here I really love something that's walkable. So a really small block heel is essential because it's super comfortable, and then also something with a really nice silhouette and a nice profile, and it gives me a lot of versatility because I can then make my skirts feel a little bit dressier or make my pants feel a little bit dressier, or I can wear it with something more casual and make that feel a little bit more special. It's that perfect area that I love to keep my personal style so that things feel like I put some thought, but it's not like I'm gonna be uncomfortable and it's over the top, because I like when things are accessible and it feels like I can live in my clothing and I can walk and see things and do things. So something like this is always essential for me. The next thing I want to talk about is a white shirt, and for me this is going to come down to something that's definitely a little bit more structured. I love having structure texture in my tops, and I think that that instantly brings some polish to your outfit, and it's something that I'm always searching for when I get dressed. And then also I love something that either has maybe a Peter Pan collar, maybe a higher neckline, or maybe a little bit of a puff sleeve, something that doesn't feel too textbook white shirt. And having that play on it is something that I've discovered in the last couple years is really important for me, because I've always had white shirts in my closet, but for some of them I always felt like they didn't quite work, and figuring out those couple touches has made a really big difference. So the next thing would definitely have to be a blazer of some sort. When I have to think about jackets that I wear the most or outerwear that I wear the most, a blazer is definitely top of the list for me. And I really like it when it's slightly oversized. I love it when it has some structure in the shoulders. Again, that tends to be my theme within my closet. And when it's got that shape and then it's a little bit longer, I can wear it really, really easily with my skirts and make those feel really fun, but then also my pants. And it goes a little bit outside of office wear, so it doesn't feel too formal. And that again is really important, because I like when things feel a little bit off kilter slightly, and when they're too literal, I end up feeling costumey. And then of course I would love to add a pair of jeans into the mix, because when I think about my wardrobe and I think about the functionality and what I actually wear, a pair of jeans is definitely in the mix. So something with a high waist, a mid-wash, minimal distressing, but that looks like it's lived in, something that looks a little bit vintage, and then also cropped. That is definitely going to be the most versatile for me, and something that I would want as a great foundation. When I think about my wardrobe and I close my eyes and think of the non-negotiables and what I immediately picture, cropped jeans and cropped pants is always going to be what feels the most like me. They work with all my shoes that I love. I feel really good in them. I don't have to get them tailored, and I don't have to think about it. So that would definitely be a must. Next would be a light to medium weight sweater. Something cropped is always good, and that would go really well with the pants, the jeans, and the skirt, and then of course all the shoes. And also something that I could drape over my shoulders or wear by itself, and in a lighter color, because that would give me a lot of versatility. And I like having that lighter color because it goes with all of the darker bottoms, but then also it transitions into spring really well, and I like having that lightness when it's a little bit colder outside. And then I would also include a boucle or kind of a tweed style cropped collarless jacket. I find these to be so great because they add a lot of polish, and they're also kind of like a blazer, but a step up from a blazer, and they feel a little bit softer and less serious, and that's an important part of my overall style. And since I love jackets, that would be one that I would add as well, and it would suit the environment that I'm in right now. And last but not least would be a bag, and preferably something that's structured, maybe small to medium size, so it fits everything that I have to carry day to day. I don't carry a lot with me every day, so having something on the smaller side is okay. And then also something that I can wear either on my shoulder or crossbody. That way it can be hands-free, but added bonus points if I would also be able to tuck the strap in and then hold it as a clutch, because that would be the perfect balance. Then it could be dressy and also casual. And I think that this is such a great exercise, because when I started to put this list together, I immediately realized the things that I always love and I always reach for. And that can be such a helpful way to view your style, because as you're building out your style, it's so fun to start thinking about kind of the more enjoyable, creative side of things and neglect the functionality. So paying attention to that is a really, really good way to start looking at fashion. That way you have beautiful things and things that are special occasion wear, but also the things that are going to get you through day to day. So I would definitely recommend trying this yourself, and I hope that a little bit insight into mine is helpful for you. And like always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a great day.